Alright, so, I don't know why we're here in Whitechapel, the place that we spent the first game. I like that I turned this way and I can now hear that box that he is playing, and that's nice.
Yeah.
Which means that I can't hear the man eating loudly on the corner anymore. Because he's very loud.
He's really, really loud.
He's loud, and now there's a nice song. And the lady just la la la.
La la la.
Do you hear her just crappily lawing in the background?
I do. La 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 la.
I mean, it works for like background noise, but it's, you know, all right.
It's very, very loud.
All right, so what is the sitch, bitch? I don't know where we're going. I would hold shift to move faster, but my hand is a little occupied at the moment.
Yeah.
If I could... Okay, it looks like double-clicking the mouse might actually make it go faster. I cannot tell. Can I go into
I know that I'm clicking like
public dispensary that we're
crazy.
looking for.
I mean, the good thing about playing Jack the Ripper is that I'm very, familiar with the town layout.
Yeah.
And technically it's helpful for the devs because they don't have to design a whole ass town. They already did it.
Yeah. They already have all their assets.
Indeed. Can I talk to any of you bitches? This man is dead. He's been squinty-eyed.
What do you think, Holmes?
I think that I was trying to walk forward and you got in the way. God is truth. God is holy. God is truth.
Yeah.
Or as the polls in the way would lead me to believe, God, truth, and go holy. Yep, sounds about right. Sup, dude? It's been about 22 years
Good day.
since I've seen you.
Excuse us. Oh, Grant.
Yeah.
Is it you?
My forehead is toasty.
But wait a moment. Watson,
It's been years.
it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Gross?
Ah,
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit these poor wretches.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one is a doctor.
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that you need something in particular. How can I help you?
Sorry, when Sherlock was just like, one can't always do what you want to do when you're a doctor. I was just like picturing, you know, my ad-libs like I do, and it was just him saying, which is why Watson can't be my hoe. Because he's a doctor.
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual location. Does it come from your dispensary, as we believe?
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand. Life is hard in Whitechapel. When the staff find a way of adding to their salary, they rarely hesitate to do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care.
I'm so stumbly fucking Sherlock over here. Have you noticed that, Bailey?
That you're, like, wobbly?
Yeah, like in the cutscenes, I'm just like fucking can't stand straight.
Yeah.
It's kind of
It's like you're
obnoxious.
constantly drunk.
Or something, yeah.
This stove is hardly working. That would explain the damp around here.
Incredible. My colleague could at least keep a good fire going for his patients.
You're literally right next to him. Can you stop running into me? You know, I do love it when you grind on me, Watson, but like... now is not the time or place for this, Watson.
Yeah.
You're very delayed with your responses, Bailey.
Sorry.
Like
My
all
mom
the
texted me
sick
and I was
lying
looking over
here,
to see it.
This person is very quiet.
Not surprising, Holmes, this person is too weak. She's obviously suffering from malnutrition, and for more than a few weeks now.
Dear Lord, my mom left me a whole paragraph.
Yeah.
Takes up my entire phone screen.
Jeebus. Also, apparently, Bailey, instead of there being a, cupboard filled with, canes, at the end of this, there's now a hallway. So I guess they upgraded their, whatever the fuck this place was called.
Closed.
You know, I would believe it.
A hospital?
And it looks like this might be the morgue section, because I think that's a dead person laying in that, cart
I
there.
think that is a dead person, yeah.
But yeah, they added a morgue, because there was just a, cabinet filled with canes here before. Because one of my quests was to find a cane, and so he, for some reason, just had a cupboard filled with a bunch of canes. Well then. You know what I can say, Bailey?
What?
Although, like, this person raking is extremely noisy, it's much better than how in the first one there was just the constant wailing of random women. Can there stop be random people screaming? That'd be great. You know?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
There's just constantly a screaming lady somewhere. Hey look, it's Mr. Beep Boop. Right?
Oi, oi! We're
Oh,
giving out
maybe
free
not.
soup after mass, right here. Don't hesitate. Come get yours. All thanks to Prince Woodville's kind generosity. A ticket for a hot bowl of bacon soup.
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like a needy.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely passing through.
Discord can fix its own
But I would
audio,
like
that
to
would be
commend
great.
you for your good charity.
Nah, it's the Prince of Woodville who's the charitable one. All I'm...
I'm gonna tab over here for just a second so that it might remember how life works. Letting the stream go back to green, then I'll let it continue playing.
Filling the bowls. For the
Oh,
first
good,
time
Discord
ever in
fixes
this
itself
area,
too.
someone's
Cool.
thinking of the poor people here.
It
Look
seems me
around.
tabbing out is
At
useful
every
then.
street corner, you'll find someone giving out soup, just like me. I grew up here, and I can promise you, it's the first time the toffs have thought about us.
And no one tries to take advantage of this?
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against a bowl. The tickets have the day's date on them, and are handed out after mass. That way no one can cheat.
Well then.
I suggested we go to the cemetery.
Okay. Let's actually go to the cemetery. It looks like I can actually go through this,
Entry?
entry. I really wanted to call it an arch, but that's not an arch because there's no top.
That's not an art. No, arch. No.
Because in the first one, I tried to go through and there was an invisible wall. Ah, look, I can go through. Hello, very pale woman with flowers that are extremely vibrant in comparison to your face and hair. How are you?
Buy my flowers, my lord, for your dear departed.
Well then. Okay.
Sorry, my mom's just getting really annoyed at her husband because he's being a whiny little bitch.
That does happen.
This cemetery is the very image of Whitechapel.
He's got very, very minor
Sinister,
symptoms of COVID.
Frightening,
You said last
and
stream.
kept. What a terrible place for one's final
But
rest.
he's whining
At
way
least
harder
hunger
than
no
usual.
longer gnaws at them.
So,
It's his own damn fault, so he's not allowed to whine about it.
well, he thinks that since he has COVID, he can whine louder, even though he whines when he has a man cold. So he thinks he can whine louder, even though he's literally just basically has a cold. Because he doesn't have any major symptoms of COVID. And he keeps, having anxiety because it's COVID, and it's freaking my mom out because he's giving him AFib.
Well, I mean, it's freaking your mom out because your mom has frequent bursts of anxiety for no reason.
So does my dad. So does Art. Art has
Well,
anxiety as well.
I've just had many
And they both get AFib.
many a moment when you have told me about your mom being overly anxious and paranoid for no reason.
That's because she was raised in a very bad home. So.
I mean,
childhood trauma.
I mean, I mainly remember it because of, like, a slight dusting of snow outside, and then your mom, like, oh, you can't go to Costco today. No.
Yeah.
There's snow outside, and I don't trust that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
Also, why are all of these caskets, like, halfway lowered into the ground, but not... Like, these ones are buried. These ones are all just, like, half-assed. Do you see this cemetery, Bailey? Do you see all these half-lowered caskets? What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, it's London.
I mean, as Watson said, this cemetery is the epitome of Whitechapel, meaning it's not the best.
Impossible to open it.
You say impossible, but something tells me your expert
Let us
lockpicking
see if
will...
the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common.
Bailey, they want me to analyze the granite and dampness, but I don't have my tweezers or water to mix the... I don't have my tools, Bailey! How can I possibly...
This rope is only worn on one side.
I suppose there is that part, but
this
still.
Rope is
what else exactly are you looking for me to inspect?
This rope is only
here?
worn on one side.
Congrats? Okay.
This rope is only worn on one side.
Okay, what do you want about it? Okay, what about it?
This rope.
Okay. What about it? I assume that there's more that I'll need to do with that, but I don't know what it wants me to do with that.
I am going to grab a water and something to snack on. So, BRB.
Okay. Can I go through this grate? Oh, I sure can. Would you look at that? Sup? Oh, look! A grave.
Okay, there we go.
Bailey, I may or may not have found a recently dug up grave.
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common.
No, that's concerning.
Black and damp earth. Black and earth freshly turned over, still damp.
Okay.
It came from a grave, then. Oh, what a lovely thought.
I mean, obviously, I'm staring into a freshly dug grave. Where else would the dirt have come from, you dumbass?
Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common. Granite.
Okay.
These stones are of the same granite. Granite.
Cool. Now don't take it for granted.
These stones are of the same granite.
What about it,
These
though?
stones.
Okay.
Can you move the piece into place?
I cannot.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Well, they're both made of granite.
How fascinating.
I found some, vampire coffins, so clearly vampires. So...
Vampire.
Alright, so, rope that I could only partially analyze, and granite that I could only partially understand what
Let us see if the
to do
elements
exactly.
analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have something in common.
But it's not black granite. What do you want me to do about it?
These stones are of the...
They sure
These
are.
These stones
Are indeed.
black paint.
Do you want me to inspect
paint.
the black
Black
paint
paint.
and the granite?
The same black paint
yes.
covers these stones.
Mm.
This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analyzed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers.
Yes, definitely. 100% on the same page. Alright, so maybe it wants me to analyze the back.
Let us see if the element...
You want me to analyze the wood? No?
This
wood?
rope is only...
No.
Everything coincides.
okay.
Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
If only he was dead, Bailey. If only the person who killed the bishop was actually dead, you know? If only.
Yeah.
Everything would have been oh so simple.
This must be the gravedigger's cabin.
Well, judging by the state of this place, they don't work very often.
Okay, I thought there was going to be a bit more to that. Alright, we good here, I guess? We have deciphered that this is the grave.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let us carry on searching the cemetery.
Okay. Let me just continue to press spacebar with the same hand. Okay, you want me to open that door still, but I don't know how, because it said it was impossible. Well, it made the ding noise, but I assume... Oops, I did not mean to click that.
What should we do next,
What?
Holmes?
Let us carry on searching the cemetery.
Okay, well, it keeps making that ding. Is it because of this strangely green? Oh, no, there's something on the edge. What's on the edge here that you would not click before? Distribution for 19th September. Who needs a year? Through the generosity of Prince Woodville, a new distribution of soup is being arranged within the Whitechapel area. This voucher is valid for a meal on the 19th September in any distribution area. Kurtz, don't forget to pick up the tools at the cemetery. And don't be late this time. Grape ape.
A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it.
Well then.
This shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
Cool, I'm glad that I looked at the shovel.
Closed.
Sure is. I have a knife.
Impossible to open it.
I could open it if I set it ablaze with my matches.
To open it.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything else here, but I'm gonna go from this angle, and then probably go talk to that super boy. Okay. I think that's enough for the cemetery. I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Superboy. Where was he? He was this way. Yes. Hello?
Aren't you gonna leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
Grape ape.
A bowl of good bacon soup isn't for you, gentlemen.
We're looking for two people called Grape Ape and Kurtz. Do you know them?
Can't you see I'm giving out soup?
Why aren't you a dick?
Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
Okay. Alright, cat. I'm stealing my hand back. I want my space bar. Oh. There's a thing beside him I must look at.
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look.
A money game.
How dare you?
A circulating soup kitchen.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Okay, well, you made a ding as if there was something important. Do I need to look at the Pavlovsky?
A lot of foreigners have opened shops in this area.
I really don't understand the point of the ding that it gives me. Because sometimes it seems like it's useful,
I don't
but
either.
other times I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can actually go in?
Closed.
Okay, never
Even
mind.
here,
Deadly poor people, yada yada. Yes, I know. I wanted to move, so I clicked. Okay. There's actually a black child in this one. I think there was only white people in the first one. Well then.
Oh.
I'm not sure if
Well,
that's...
glad they added diversity.
You know? Well, I mean, I guess in order for there to be a case of Black Peter, someone's gonna have to be black eventually, right? Alright, Watson, I need direction.
what should we do next, Holmes?
Okay, cool. I really love when I don't get direction. That's not the one I meant. That guy is having some fun. You see him?
I
Dancing?
guess, yeah.
I had to do a double take on that, though, because I was not expecting. Okay, maybe there is something else in the cemetery. Or maybe it wants me to go talk to the guy again, but I assume not. I assume not. Okay, well, it made a noise again. But I still don't see anything useful. It's fine, I'll just spam the spacebar until it shows me something that I haven't seen yet. I mean, I still can't open it. Okay. And I did finish the rope, and what is this? Julia and Edwin, why would you do this in a cemetery? Is it like a till death do us part type of situation? I feel like that's very morbid to talk about love in a cemetery. I don't feel like this is the place, children.
It's very concerning. I agree.
Okay. Well, I see absolutely dip diddly. Okay. Hey, Watson, you got anything for me since I'm actually inside
What
here?
do you think, Holmes?
Absolutely nothing. I think nothing. Are we done here? I'm confused.
What's happening?
No idea. I'm looking around to try and figure out what I'm supposed to do because I found the... I have decided that this cemetery was in fact important in comparison to the burned bishop. And then I found a letter saying that that there was it was a ticket for soup, but it was for like 2 days from now, and you're only supposed to get a ticket for the same day. So I'm supposed to figure out how to do that. So I talked to this guy, and he proceeded to not respond to me. I mean, I assume I'm not supposed to talk to him again because I assume it'd end the same way. But
Are you gonna leave
let's
me
try
alone?
again.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh, I can talk about the money game.
You again. You can't.
And what would you say to relieving two toffs of their wallets by giving them a chance at
That was a very sour blueberry.
With great pleasure. What do you want to bet?
your ring against my friend's superb silver watch?
Holmes! I inherited this watch from my brother. It has a great sentimental value.
Watson, show your watch to our friend here.
Sherlock
Dad,
is such a
make
dick.
yourselves at home.
All right, mister.
Yep.
First
Oh,
to
no.
get 36 points wins.
I'm a little concerned for Watson's watch, but I don't think that I don't think Sherlock's gonna give a shit regardless, so I guess roll? Let me click this Q real fast. By rolling a die, you must reach 36 points in order to win. If your die shows the skull, I see. I lose the points I've rolled. I'm gonna try again then. Nope, I rolled the skull. Okay. Okay. I will store these 8 points. Haha! Damn it! Ah. I'm not taking my chances with this bullshit dice.
Yeah.
My lord, he's getting some points though just then. I'm gonna just take my 5. That's pretty good. My lord, stop getting 5 as well. I want more than 5. Cool. Haha! I need 8, right? To get to 36?
I believe so, yeah.
So I just need 1 more. There we go.
Perfect.
Are you gonna leave me alone? Can't
I'm
you
the
see I'm
gambler.
busy?
But I won, you bitch.
We win.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play a game.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. Me dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye.
Gross.
My mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with a wooden leg.
What
And
the
she'd only
fuck?
just heard that my sister, who's a prostitute, had caught an embarrassing disease that made all her hair fall out. And worse, our dog got run over when he...
As this ring holds such sentimental value for you, I will allow you to keep it. What would you say to exchanging that against some information about Grape Ape? That seems like a fair deal, don't you think?
Grape Ape works with us. He usually deals with the tickets, but we haven't seen him for a few days.
Where is he usually to be found?
Well, last time I saw him, he was with his mates from the dispensary, them that deal with the mall. Now, that's all I know.
It is quite good enough. Keep your ring, my good man, as a souvenir of your poor father.
A souvenir of me dad, me mum, me sister, and me dog.
One further
Dog.
thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue,
Clearly the one right behind you, duh.
I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor, chase the rats, stamp on the cockroaches. Mister, I can tell you, I prefer giving out soup.
There isn't a certain curse amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
I already saw.
Yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer. Think about it. It's just next to the cemetery.
Thank you, my good man. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
So, him talking about the, that apparently at this morgue they like to wash and clean and yada 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 to the dead bodies reminds me an awful lot of the first game where there was these people who had a corpse and would dress them up to look like a dearly departed somebody and would scam people out of their money. Just saying. Open the door, you bastard. I see that that hasn't changed between the two games, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of having, like, you just click on the door and it'll open, you always have to look way above your head to open it. Stupid thing. So I know that it's closed, so something tells me I need to talk to you. Need the mold.
Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end. The one with the unpleasant smell.
The one that smells like decaying bodies.
Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
Hello, dead
Look,
body.
Holmes, a list of the recently dead. How sad.
I see names that have something in common.
Yeah, did they all mysteriously have a capital letter? Like the Squinty Man's note? The list of recent deaths. From the morgue to the cemetery. Sarah Ferguson. 56 years old, died of malnutrition. Okay. Oliver Boxall, 14 years old, died of malnutrition. David Levy, 45 years old, died of, you guessed it, malnutrition. Sally Petticoat, 17 years old, John Hamilton, 19 years old, same cause of death, suicide by poisoning. Okay, so it's like a Romeo and Juliet type of bullshit. To be buried in the same part of the ceremony of the cemetery. They were going to be married.
Ceremony.
Yeah, ceremony. I started thinking of the tree, you know, sorry. James Barnaby, 32 years old, killed by 23 knife wounds. Thinking of the...
A little overkill, don't you think?
I was thinking of, Brian Deckard for, whatever the fuck his robot character name was in Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Started with a C. Connor.
Connor. My name is Connor. I like how your video decided to freeze when I said that, so you looked like you just were so still about my impressions. There we go. I was just refreshing things by tabbing. But yes. Harry Copperfield, okay, 65 years old, died of exhaustion and malnutrition. Alright, so first off, everyone sucks at eating. And second off, there was like 3 people who were actually really old, so... There was just 3 people who were not old, and 2 of them killed themselves, so... Sorry, I'm just laughing at your camera pulling an Uno and, freezing and then being really quick when it speeds up. Catches back up.
Yep. Yep.
I love how I just steal that recent list of dearly departeds. It's just gone.
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real mess.
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for clues about Grape Ape's friends.
Grape Ape?
Yeah, did you not hear me earlier? When I was reading that note? There was a distinct lack of response from you when I had said it, so I didn't think you were listening at the time.
It does not ring a bell.
Yeah, let me,
like, whatever just happened there.
This one? Yes. Kurtz, don't forget to pick up the tools at the cemetery. Don't be late this time, Grape Ape.
I guess I totally just blanked out.
You know, it happens. I could kind of tell you were being very unresponsive, so.
These blueberries are very sour.
I found Kurtz with a very poorly and ginormously, embroidered Kurtz.
This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Nicebridge's murderers.
Well, I mean, it is covered in blood, but that doesn't necessarily mean nothing.
I need something.
You need something? What do you need? Want some alcohol? You wanna... I have no idea what you want for that.
I need...
Holmes, I have nothing for you at the moment. Let me grab a pair of scissors.
State of the instruments. They've probably never been cleaned.
I mean, besides your tools rusting, you're using your tools on dead people, so it's not like you have to worry about infecting somebody.
I need some.
Interesting.
2 keys.
Nice. Okay.
True.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that was, but okay. Snip, snip.
A small metal stem.
Well, well. This Kurtz was carrying a lot of things.
Sure was. So he had 2 keys, a map that I have to look at again so that I can actually see what was happening, and what looked like the metal part of a screwdriver. Just so we know. Okay. I guess that's everything here? Alright, well then I want to look at that, the plan, apparently. Alright, go in. Maybe some stairs or something. X. I wonder if this is their plan for the burned bishop.
I don't know.
I don't have any idea. It's a very crude drawing, and I have no idea where that place is supposed to be. Can I go talk to What's-His-Nuts again? Tell him about Kurtz.
How can I help you?
I don't know.
I
Farewell,
cannot.
Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take care of yourself.
We must find the place indicated with the cross on the map we found in the morgue.
Okay, but where the fuck am I supposed to go for that, though? Do you know what this looks like, Bailey? Actually, it kind of looks like maybe the street of Whitechapel. Like, maybe this is
Maybe?
the big buildings? Is this supposed to be a cemetery for the X? Kind of little coffin, maybe?
Maybe.
Because there's a road that's all squinty. What are these? Is this like a gate? You enter through here, that's all I can tell.
Wait, is that just the cemetery? I don't know.
Wait, actually, I realize what it is now that I have my head tilted. This is the this is the shed where this is where the headstones were, and the shed that's not used often, and the shed that was blocked that I couldn't get into because it was quote-unquote impossible, and this is where the tree was that had the questionable love on it. So yes, now that I've tilted my head sideways in order to alleviate my neck of some pain, I have come to the conclusion that it was in fact the cemetery. Yes. And I will show you. Cause see, this is like the gate thing when I came in. And there's the shed thing with the big ol' X on it.
I see. Yeah.
Ah. How exactly?
Perfect.
Okay. And there we go.
It's open.
That's an intricate lock, I must say.
Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Well, there's very obvious paper right there, but I'm gonna go for this middle of the room.
Impossible to...
Okay, I guess I need a thing to remove all of these bits. Can I go out, please? Thank you. Oh. Okay, I could just fucking hatchet it. That works. Just fucking smack it with my hatchet. It's fine.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
I can see a large crack. I'll need something thin.
I got scissors still.
Honestly, though, that makes sense.
No, I can't.
I for some reason still have the scissors from the morgue. You know, just one of those casual thieves, as the guy was talking about.
Drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what is inside it.
Looks like a spoon and a bell and a record. I wanted to do what you told me to do, but it didn't fit all in. So I've closed the chest and I've hidden the rest with Romeo and Juliet, the two newcomers. Well, I did make that comparison already.
How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Valuable objects.
Watson sounds like such an idiot.
Watson really is a dumbass. What was that? There was a different icon that I get for like a split second. Oh, give it to me, you swaying bastard!
He's so drunk.
He really is. I don't think that me actually clicking with this other icon is going to do anything, but I just want to do it because why is there another icon? Ah! Whatever. I really hate that right click and E both go to that when I really just want it to close.
Yeah.
There was a lot more writing on this than that, just saying. Note to all employees. Yeah. Fell the lover's tree to make place for another grave. If the famine doesn't end, we can expect a lot of customers. P.F. Chang's. I like how I could see you look over to confirm what I was saying.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't think you have enough space for a lot of customers, I just gotta say.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
This cemetery has room for a dozen people and that's it. What do you mean? It's like when someone builds a restaurant and then only give like 5 parking spaces, and you're always complaining about it being full. It's like, well, yeah, they only gave us 5 parking spaces.
Yup.
Hey, look, that thing that I wanted to inspect before.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions.
Sally plus John equals puff of air from Avatar. Julia loves Edwin. Boys plus love. Eva plus Ben. Maria plus Brian. I love you. Can I actually inspect? Hello? It says inspect, but it's not inspecting. Hello?
This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
Cool.
Huh.
Cool.
Fascinating discovery, bro.
Fascinating. You
Nothing
know?
of interest here.
I really love that you point out that I can look at this just to tell me that there's nothing exciting. What the fuck?
Nothing of interest here.
Well, I couldn't have read that to begin with, so...
Nothing of interest here.
Cool, great, love it. Can I... Do I really have to go up that close?
Nothing of interest here.
3 V-boats.
Nothing of interest here.
Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest
Nothing
here.
of interest here.
Nothing of interest here. Hey look, the symbol, clear as day. Okay.
Yes, it must be there.
I don't know what the fuck this symbol is, because now it looks more like an S on top of an acorn mixed with a peach. All on top of a turkey.
I see everything.
Well, I'm glad that you're getting what I'm putting down. You're picking it up. I'm glad.
I need something.
You sure do need that shovel. Give me the shovel.
This
There it is.
shovel belongs to the cemetery workers.
It sure
You
does.
frighten me, Holmes.
Did you hear that, Bailey?
It frightens me, Holmes.
I picked up the shovel so that
I
I
heard
could
that.
go and find the
Ah.
buried treasure, and me picking up the shovel frightens Watson. I'm not sure.
Concerning.
What do you think I'm gonna do with this, Watson? Like, you're so stupid on the obvious things that are not good, but then me picking up a shovel is the thing that makes you concerned. What? I guess I should have realized it was this one. It was the one with the random green on it still, and the only one without a fence. I need... Yes, let's use the scissors. Cut away at the grass.
This must be the grave. Dig quickly, Watson.
Very
Wow.
well, Holmes.
He doesn't even do it himself, he makes his bitch
A
do
metal
it.
box.
Yep.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
This box comes from a bank. The criminals
Um.
must have held on to it after a hold-up.
What exactly is happening here?
No.
I want to take... Are you actually moving? I'm confused. I was gonna use the number right here that it says so clearly in the corner, but I don't...
Mm-hmm.
Like, it says take, but I'm not taking it. It's not moving. Pardon? Let me open it again and maybe it'll... No? It's not doing anything. It only says to use my left click. It doesn't say to do anything else. It's
Huh.
not doing, Bailey.
I don't know what's happening.
From what I can see, nothing is happening. Because I wanted to try the 78, 23, 54, 64, because that seems like a very long number. But how do I move these?
Oh, It's click and drag, I think.
I'm trying to click and...
Down. Or up.
Oh? Oh, it's like a slidey puzzle. I see.
There we go.
I didn't realize that that was what the mechanism was behind it. Alright, so we need the 7
I
at
was
the
looking
beginning.
at the pictures.
That makes more sense. And then, let's see, we got the 2 needs to go in F. Whoopsie. Can I? No, I cannot move you yet. And it was 8, and then the 2. Let's move you over here. Move you over here. I suppose I can move this 7 in place. Whoops. Need to move you back 1. Alright, so I got the 82, and then it needs to be a 35. Okay, so that one's backwards. Thank you. Alright, so this 64 is already good, so let me just move it over here, because that'll be the end. And then I also need a... Where's... Okay, 2, and then it needs to be 35, 4. Okay, so this one's all just backwards.
I'm okay.
You, sounded very... something just then.
I was not okay for a second. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Let's see. What was after the 6? Was a 4. Go here. This needs to be a 35. 464. There we go.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
That one actually was simplicity itself, since it gave me the number.
This key must be important to be hidden here.
There's also a bloody hammer, so that's cool.
A hammer covered in blood.
Pardon?
Fascinating.
Pardon?
Holmes, there is someone in that hut.
I
There
saw
sure
Watson.
is.
Come, and keep your revolver at the ready, just in case.
Can I not grab anything?
These candlesticks are undoubtedly stolen.
Okay. And that's all I care about here. Okay, cool. Alright, over here. But isn't that, like, so thinking more of, like, Sherlock's just using him, so he's here to, identify what specifically is wrong with the body, as well as use his trusty revolver, just in case anything goes south.
Open up. We're not the police. Do not be alarmed.
That's a strange way of reassuring someone.
Yeah, it is.
You're clearly pointing at
And
the
Watson
wall.
just has his gun out.
I know.
Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Don't be afraid. I am a
Said
doctor.
we weren't.
I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high, and the wound could get worse with every second lost.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was
Sorry,
made
but
by
the
a
immediate
sharp,
danger is the
well-kept
wound.
blade. Any other blade, less well kept, would have torn the tissue around it, and its size would be irregular.
So what does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course. And the only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in danger.
A man as skillful with a knife as a butcher, and with a bad reputation to match, could easily strike a fatal blow by cutting the child's jugular. If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. The poor lighting in this area saved them. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these children, and if he finds them, wounds will be the least of their problems.
That's true. What do you want? Don't let the butcher find us.
Okay, so there was a lot just then. Apparently Sherlock knows everything that happens in Whiterun, or Whitechapel.
Whiterun.
Whiterun.
Whiterun from now.
It's Whiterun, it's fine. We're definitely playing Skyrim. Every game we play is Skyrim.
Yep, we're definitely playing. Yep. Even when we're not playing Skyrim, I'm playing Skyrim. Because I edit all the Skyrim.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. But also I was gonna say, so just keeping up with the Sherlock's not great. It would make sense that Sherlock's just like, nah, the wound is the least of the concern, because I want to get to the bottom of what's on my mind, and I could give no shits for this child.
Yep.
Because, and also it's kind of like a, if you tell us the answer, you know, I'll let my companion help you not die. You know, just like holding, you know, the cookies above the head type of situation.
Yeah.
Dr. Watson will see to your wound, but the treatment won't be free. I don't need to remind you that life is hard. You know that already. Give me the address of a certain Kurtz, and the doctor will dress your wound. No address? No
Literally what I just said, yeah.
I can't tell you, mister. Kurtz is a dangerous madman.
Holmes, you go too far. You have frightened the poor child.
He's such a dickhead.
You know.
I could give Mr. Fletcher a compensation for the damage to his property, and he would certainly give up trying to find you then. But for that, you'll have to cooperate.
Or else?
Or else he'll likely find a less agreeable way of repairing the damage.
Wait, mister. I know everyone here. I'll help you. Only protect us from the butcher.
I am looking for Kurtz. Tell me where I can find him, and I'll smooth things over with Mr. Fletcher.
Everyone here knows Kurtz. He's the worst person in the area. We call him the Colonel because he fought against the Zulus in Africa. He got chucked out the army because he's completely crackers. He lives at number 8 Batty Street.
Good. Watson, see to the wound. Then we will settle the problem between these young men and Mr. Fletcher.
I love how with the first question, I like ask him about it, and he's like, nah, I can't tell you that. I ask him the second time, oh yeah, him? Yeah, everyone knows him. Yep, over here, right? It's like
very concerning.
It's like he didn't even know the first question that happened. Alright, you will find Kurtz at, you know, where the crazy people live. Number 8 Batty Street. To get there, take the first left turning out of the cemetery, then the first right. The number 8 on the right is at the end of the blind alley. What? Also, is it the first left as in you're getting out of the cemetery and then you're going to the left? Or am I going left and then I take the first left?
I have no idea.
Because it says...
Let's go with the first.
Because I'm just like... Because it says take the first left turning out of the cemetery, but it... Turning which way? Is the first left me turning out of the cemetery? Doesn't exactly say.
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be.
Oh my god!
If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
You
So
mean you
concerned by
lied
everything.
to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't it?
No, it's asshole-ish.
It's... Oh goodness, I am so concerned by the Sherlock that is in this game. So many...
He's upsetting me.
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine outfit you're wearing there. You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie. Watch that you don't get it all dirtied up, but you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
I don't like the smile that was on Sherlock's face just then.
You'll get malaria.
I'm pretty sure Danny was in the
you,
first
madam.
one.
I'm
I don't know
certain
if that
you
was
make
her
a
name or
very
not.
good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token
very
of my
concerned by
gratitude for your
everything, though.
concern.
Well, I never. Thank you. That's right generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
What a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Let's find Batty Street.
Just to remind me, but in post, I would like to go back, and just show you, while you were distracted about the lordship going into his carriage, there was someone in the crowd that was just Bobblehead McGee, and it looked, it looked very strange. Why are you standing on a box talking to a child on top of a wall? Pardon? Why are you strange? Also, I think it automatically told... Am I going left from the cemetery? I think it automatically made me go right from the cemetery, so I'm not sure if that's the way I wanted. But I will take the first left and see. Because this is kind of like a blind alley, and I thought this might have been where they had been referring. No, this is Bucks Row.
Where Polly Nichols met her death under the knife of the Ripper.
It sure was, because I've been here before. Okay, so this is probably not the right place, but since I'm like right here, I'll just look anyway. Okay. Nope, that is the end of the passage. I could never go to the end of that way, because there was a dead Polly Nichols over there. Alright, so coming out of the cemetery and then going left, we slowly meander my way back over here. And the first left, which is presumably the one where the dancing man was, unless this is not a turn I'm allowed to take. No, I cannot go down this way. Okay. Is this Batty? It's something.
Batty Street.
It is Batty Street. Okay.
Batty Street, yeah.
So it was left out of there and then the first right. Okay, good to know. Alright, now where is 8? Are you 8? No, you're 5. Um, 6.
Batty Street.
Useful. Oh, there you are. 8.
Closed.
Of course it's closed, you dipschnoz. Open it. Open it, you dip. Open.
Closed.
I still have the scissors.
Closed.
I have the key. I forgot I had a key.
My